having so much fun, and we know you're going to love our next guest. His name is Tony Walker, and he is a comedy guy. Comedy cures everything. So.
Absolutely. I had cancer at the age of 32, and I do believe that the laughter and the positive attitude got me through it just as much as the medications did, which led to the comedy troupe that I run called Knockem Comedy. We do dinner theater, murder mysteries, game shows, kid shows. We're not stand-up or anything like that, just comedy shows, variety shows.
So you go to restaurants and where else? Like theaters?
Restaurants, private parties, corporate events, fundraisers. Did I say fundraisers?
Fundraisers, firehouse.
Comedy shows, they're murder mysteries, they're audience participation. It's a scripted show because there's clues and hints that have to go out, but it's not a don't blink or you'll miss something. It's not Agatha Christie.
Right.
It's a comedy. It's lighthearted, but one of the characters does get killed,
right.
And then the audience has to figure out who did it and why. And if it's a private party or a corporate event, we personalize it to fit their event.
Now, do you ask the audience for help with the mysteries? Or
Yeah, they solve it.
All by themselves.
Based on what they saw during the show, we even give them a little section where they can interrogate the suspects.
Oh, that's
and,
fun.
So we'll deflect, deny, point fingers at other characters, but everybody makes the rounds throughout the whole room and talks to people.
The show is guaranteed. It's 100% guaranteed fun.
Totally.
Everywhere we go,
always.
Everybody loves that show.
The audience they just get so involved, and there's just such a part of the show, and that makes it even better.
Other things that you do aside
Yeah,
from
we
mystery.
do game shows.
Oh, the game show, we have a podium with lights and buzzers and sounds, and it's basically
Like
a trivia game show. Or it could
Right.
be, again, we ad-lib with that too. So they may want a trivia game show, but if we show up and they're a loud, boisterous group and they're a lot of fun, we could ask them to do funny physical challenges or do some karaoke or whatever, or name that tune, whatever we feel like doing, and they'll be willing to do. We'll take it there.
What movie introduced the phrase, "There's no crying in baseball"?
Oh, wait.
What letter comes after A? Yes, go ahead. B is correct!
Is there a favorite skit that you do that just still cracks you up every time you do it?
We do a lot of audience participation murder mystery shows, comedic murder mystery shows. And there's two shows. We have a mob show. We're in New York. You have to have the mob shows. And we have a redneck wedding, which is just
Oh, that I have
it's
to
a
come
lot
see
of
that
fun.
one.
You're welcome
Yeah!
anytime. Anytime. In fact, I even
Well,
brought
growing
you a
up in
shirt.
St. Louis, Missouri, I have to say, you did?
Oh, of course I did. That you will wear
Hey!
everywhere you go. In fact, I have a whole bunch there. I'm giving one out to everybody.
Everywhere I go. Okay.
That's right.
There you go.
Knockem Comedy.
Oh, that's great.
Can I
Knockem
pretend I'm
Comedy.
drinking something here?
Excellent. Yeah, you can pretend like
Thanks,
you're drinking something.
I'm having fun on the set.
We actually do put water in it when guests ask.
Just
we
not
do. But
this
if you
guest,
if you don't ask ahead of time, wait, this one's full of water. You ready?
Nice.
1, 2, 3. All right, there you go.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
whole conversation with me in your head because I didn't.
No, I did. I told you.
Hear any of this. This is all like completely new stuff. So weirdo. I feel like you need to move over more because the thing's right in your face. $10 seconds.
This is Govs Radio. Govs Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Thanks for joining us this morning. GovsRadio.com is the website. You can see our show there live right now. Comedy Radio Show, also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by the Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Give them a call, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. Fantastic food, great atmosphere, just a great time all around. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club on Gov's Comedy Club Podcasts. That is the place to see us on Facebook, the place to see us on YouTube. Go to YouTube, because that's where we're interacting with you guys on YouTube, reading your comments. Let me get a whole bunch of announcements out of the way. Look at this great studio we have here. Look, we got lights, we got cameras, we got monitors, we got microphones, we have phones, we have Zoom, we have graphics, we have all sorts of cool stuff. We have a couch, all sorts of cool stuff happening here.
I love couch.
Andy loves couch. You too can come in here and do your own thing. You want to have a podcast, you want to make you want to make a recording, you want to do something, whether it's video or audio or both. We can make it happen for you at some decent, reasonable rates. So get in touch with us. You want to do a show here, or you want to just record a show that you're streaming yourself. You want to do some private thing, like a corporate thing of some sort. Whatever you need, whatever you need, we'll hook you up. So get in touch with us on the Gov's Comedy Club Podcast Facebook page. Get in touch with us, and we'll set you right up.
Now.
Let me show you this flyer. February 12th. The Nassau County PAL Special Needs Unit, the very first PAL in the whole country to have a special needs unit. Now they all have one. We're having a fundraiser on February 12th because we bring you all sorts of cool programs. We have sports programs, we have educational programs, we have social events, all sorts of cool stuff for our special needs community. February 12th in Plainview. The address is right there. And so is the phone number and website to get your tickets. It's a game night with Family Feud, Jeopardy, Speed Trivia, Wheel of Fortune, and more. For only $75, you get all this entertainment. You get a hot buffet and an open bar. So if it's a good price, because if you had to pay for your drinks, you'd be paying that kind of money anyway. And all the proceeds going to the Nassau County PAL Special Needs Unit. So please come on down and support a very good cause. That's February 12th. It's coming up soon.
I just want to point out that is is kind of my signature move in oral.
Is that
like, so if they're blindfolded, they know it's me.
Yeah, yeah. You got nothing. Please like and share our show. It's right there. Please like and share our show. Share it to all your social media platforms. Please tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, including this one, the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast, which is live right now. Coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club, where you can see Joe Matarese tonight. Ooh. Where you can see Chris Monty tomorrow.
Ooh.
Chris Monty, he will be on the phone with us at noon.
Cool.
At McGuire's out in Bohemia, you can see Joe Matarese tomorrow night.
Oh.
He'll be there.
They're swapping?
That's right.
Is that what's happening?
I don't know who's there tonight. So, no, they're not swapping. Monty's not there tonight.
Monty's not there, yeah.
Next weekend, Kevin Downey Jr. will be there. The Brokerage in Belmore this weekend, Mike Burton. And then next week, Eleanor Corrigan and Kevin Brennan and Bob Levy. That's a great show right there. Our own Joey Cola heading to the Brokerage February 19th. Here at Governor's in Levittown, Anthony Cumia, our pal Joe Curry, and Don Jameson, and the whole Compound Media crew. They'll be here at Governor's February 26th. And the Little Room this weekend. It's all full of Roccos and Travises. They're playing tonight, Rocco Perillo and Travis Grant, and they're having their roast battle tomorrow night.
They're guaranteed to make you giggle. Private joke.
Well, is it?
No, not yet. I mean,
I don't
know.
know.
You don't want to step on anybody's.
Yeah, I don't know if it's public information. All right, yeah, so I'll leave it. I don't know what they're doing there. So, all right, so we're awaiting the arrival of Nicky Gins. Ginsburg is his real name. Nick, if you guys remember, was here back in June.
I remember.
And he sat here with me and Andy, and he had got all sorts of advice from Andy. What's that?
I called you.
Oh, you called us.
Yeah.
What's that? About bringing Nick in?
No, on that show.
Oh, yeah. Zach is here with his hoodie.
I am.
Looking all gangster.
I am.
You'll see I also did not get the email about the blue shirt.
The blue shirt day. Blue shirt day here.
Like I sent it out last night.
Yeah, no, I hear. I don't check that. I give that email that you guys sent that to. That's my, if I, like some girl's trying to pick me up, and I don't really want to hook up. I'm like, oh yeah, here, use this email. Yeah. Because I got to be honest, that's the vibe I got from you guys.
That's. I'm leaving. I've had it.
And I'm done.
I have to fix.
Well, it's funny because I hate that I didn't get to watch the show yesterday, and I was watching it earlier. And the thing that really got me that on the way in was when DJ D Love called in and was bowling ball first, and then he was a pin.
Yes.
And I just wish that I was able to go back in time and either write, or if I was here to say that I love fingering heavy things. That's my favorite bowling joke. I love fingering heavy round things. Yeah. Really get your thumb in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't. That's actually my biggest problem. I got this gargantuan thumb, ladies.
Hang on a second.
Just find a bigger.
Hang on a second.
Round thing.
All right, show the thumb again, because you weren't on camera at the first time.
It's amazing that some ladies can walk after this.
I didn't I say something like that to DJ D Love?
Yes, you did. But I'm like,
He speaking of which, I'm gonna show you guys his Instagram. He posted some weird video. I don't know what he
literally never go on Instagram except for when it tells me I have some sort of notification, and then because I can't, I'm one of those people that I can't have that little red circle with the number of things like in
Oh, really?
email and messages and stuff?
I don't
I always
what
leave
in the
those
world
up.
he's got going on here. And look at him rocking that beard. I mean, that's a big beard.
Wow.
What is it, just the colors keep changing?
Yeah, but he did all sorts of
Oh, all right, Venom.
stuff
wow.
with
Yeah, it's
with
Venom.
you know, filters and stuff. I don't know what that's about. Something with a coin on his forehead. And then I think it was this one. This one.
Oh, which Ranger are you? Which Power Ranger are you?
Yeah, no, it wasn't that one. There was one where he was like moving his head all around like this. I was like, what the hell is he doing?
Is David Byrne impression? Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
All right, forgive me. I gotta fix that camera again. All right, you had a video you wanted me to show. You want to do that?
Yeah, well, I want to set it up a little bit. Is that
Okay.
yesterday you were complaining about the weather, and your anger at not understanding probabilities was frustrating the crap out of me. and I want this video. It's like 2.5, 240, something like that. And what it does is it's not about weather, but it is about probability, and it's going to challenge, I think, what your perception. Like you're going to be like, oh wait, I don't understand probability. So when I see a percentage,
I never claimed that.
no, I get you, but it got you angry because it's like the 10% low end, 10% high end. That's the normal curve,
Right.
and those things exist. And he's not here, and he's the one I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, he's opening the door.
I'm listening. I swear
Tony
to
has
God.
his penis out.
Yo.
Oh, and Nick just came in and is super happy to see Zach. Oh, we missed the hug.
Thank you, man.
Or was that on? I hope it was on.
Are you guys on right now?
Damn it.
Yeah, we're on right now. I'm very unorganized.
So
Here? Or?
no,
Yeah.
you're good. The
Okay.
So now we can watch this video. It's kind of like a math. This is a classic math problem, and there's actually many videos that go over this. Go ahead. And play.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, give me a.
How about
Let
now?
me-
And now.
Let's see. Bear with me. I got to make this work. So I think I have to go here. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Bear with me. Sorry.
all
I'll
good.
start that over.
This is interesting.
There we go.
You're in a game show.
You know Mr. Krabs, right? Yeah, no, yeah, I had him. Oh, really? I can't believe it. I'm surprised you didn't hear about it. When did he? Like this year, last year. That's crazy. I know, right? You just don't shade. What happened? You just don't.
So there you go.
Right.
So that's it's. There are some counterintuitive things that come into play when you're talking about probabilities.
I get all that, but I'm still mad about the weather.
Stacked probabilities. Yeah, but you're like, oh, they're covering their ass. I used to be one of these people that hate weathermen.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I'd love to be able to be that wrong.
Hang on. Where is that coming from?
That was me.
Oh.
I thought I had turned the volume down.
Jeez. Okay.
But if you're stacking probabilities,
yeah.
like I hate it. Okay, weathermen. That's my signature move.
Plus the mustache, I'm sure it works over.
Oh well, yeah,
really well.
I mean, I don't even have to do anything most times.
Just not.
Just not. Mm-hmm. But we're talking about oral. All right. What's this?
Hung up.
Oh no. Ooh.
Sorry, DJ. We had you on a couple of times this week. Twice. Yeah, twice. So I hung up. We have guests. Andy's got a point that he's trying to make. Sorry.
But I used to say when I was a bartender, I'd be like, I wish I could be like a weatherman and be wrong as often as they are. Like you get kind of the drink but then like I went to school for math and it was like, oh, they're just giving, like all of those models are probabilities. And if I have always said they should assign what their probabilities are with the forecast. So if there's a 30% chance of something happen. So when you
that's what I read, right.
And I'm like, oh, so as you're saying it, I'm like, this is awesome. This is a great weather thing because they're bringing you through the scenarios and telling you what the most likely thing is going to happen.
Right.
The precise language. Science and math do not use precise language.
But that's what the people want. They want to know how much snow is coming.
Yeah, but that's it's literally impossible
I get that,
to do.
But right, it is impossible to do, which is why they say, okay, we're going to get anywhere from 2 to 21. That was the report I read.
Right, well,
anywhere from 2 to 21. You got to be a little bit
every time. No, but the 2 is and below is 10%, and the 20 and above is 10%.
Yeah.
So most of it, you have the normal curve, right? And right in the middle, and you have standard deviations. One standard deviation, it should fall in between. And that's usually what happens. But people want, like, oh, we only got 5 inches. They said it was going to be 10.
Right.
Meanwhile, that's completely within the realm of, like, an acceptable.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you that. And I'm not one of those people. I just want, like, if they said 5 to 10, I'm fine with that.
Right.
But when they say 2 to 20, I'm like, come on now.
I'm mainly making this argument because my penis is 5 to 10 inches long.
That makes total sense.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know, because you spent like 3 months on an island with a bunch of swinging dicks. So.
All right, we're going to get to that in 2 seconds. Good morning, Joan. Good morning, Carol. Carol, we're going to talk about you again in a few minutes. Hello, Beansy. Hello, Joan, were you sick? How are you feeling, Joan? Better. What happened to Joan? Carol did not hear sound on the video. Oh, really? I thought it... Did nobody hear it? I thought it was working. Hello, Kirsten.
Are we muted?
Sorry, DJ. No. Sorry, DJ. We hung up on you, but we have guests. We have things to do. We have all sorts of stuff going on, including. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Genji's back. Genji is here, ladies and gentlemen. Genji's here. Nice to see you, pal.
Look at you too. Thank you for having me.
He looks all mature, doesn't he? He's now a man. They kicked his ass in boot camp. He left here a scared little child. Now he's a big grown-up. We're like proud uncles over here. You hit puberty and you're all grown up now.
Last time I was on the show, Andy told me that I'm gonna be like so disciplined, have some discipline in my body, standing like this. So I'm gonna just stand up.
Is it more comfortable you sitting at attention?
Just gonna stand up.
Did they teach you the old sitting at attention pose, where your hands on the desk, one hand's on your lap, and your feet are at a 45-degree angle? Sitting at attention.
How you feel, man?
I feel great. Never been better. You know?
Yeah.
It's weird being home though. You know, it's different.
With all the civilians.
Yeah, I'm on the civilian world. You know, the food's better though. I'll say that, say that much.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So did you get your ass kicked? What? Tell us anything you want, man. How'd it go?
I mean, I didn't really like write notes or anything. I'm just gonna straight raw dog.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're into raw dogging here,
Alright.
and don't pull out.
Happy to hear.
Just we don't know how to pull out.
Oh, you know, I saw something. You know what's ironic? Imagine getting pregnant on a pull-out couch. That's crazy. I don't know. I saw
Wow.
I saw that on Facebook.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. But, yeah. What? Ask away. Ask anything.
All right. Well, what was your least favorite food item in basic training?
Oh. It was so long ago.
No, I hear you, but something had to stick out as like, ugh.
I don't know. I didn't really eat the junk food. Like all like the desserts, I just stayed away from that.
Yeah, well, that's
my
good.
body's a temple.
We were never allowed to have dessert when I was in
for real?
basic. Yeah, like it was just always withheld from us. I think there was one time we had the opportunity to have ice cream.
Oh, really?
And I was like, no, I'm not fucking. I'm just exposing myself
Yeah.
to ridicule by the TIs that they're gonna rip me apart when they see me walk over there.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm keeping my head down. So
Use like in boot camp, you lose like so much muscle mass. Like so many big guys, they just get like shrunk down, like skinny. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, well that's because they're not able to eat at the times that. And I think that was one of the things I said to you. Like they are going to right down to when you shit.
Yeah.
It becomes regular.
Facts.
Like every day at the same time, there's a line at the one stall that's open. Did you guys do that, or did you in the latrine? Did you close down some of the stalls?
It was wild. There was no stalls though.
No, it's open bay. Yeah, but you weren't allowed to use certain toilets.
Yes, pretty much.
Because
especially on like field day when you have to clean.
Right.
You know?
That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. The food thing I thought was going to be a winner because the pizza was fucking terrible. That was the one.
Yeah.
Like, any chicken was actually always usually good in the Air Force stuff, but the foie gras.
So all right. So so tell us going in first day.
Yeah.
Tell us anything.
What
man. Tell us
time
how to
did
go.
you? What time did you get to Paris Island?
What time? Oh my god, that's digging deep.
Was it the middle of the night?
I don't remember. You know.
Oh, dude, I remember exactly.
You remember everything?
Ooh, I will. You know, we were in the back of San Antonio Airport when you could smoke in airport.
Yeah.
Mold. Okay. And we're just like smoking as many cigarettes as we could, as fast as we could, because we knew we weren't going to be on. And it was the middle of the night. Like it was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when the bus came and got us and drove us to Lackland. So and that was like, because they got us in, we had to shave before we laid down.
Yeah, of course.
So did you cut yourself? I cut myself at first.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I was bleeding everywhere. But those things are like imprinted because then they're like, "Yo, go to bed now," and you're like, "All right," and you lay down, and it was. I mean, I was tired. I think it was like 45 minutes, that first sleep that you get at basic. Well,
45 minutes?
Yeah, it was terrible because then they're like up and then they get you disoriented.
Yeah.
So that you just do what you're told to do.
Mm-hmm. Let me backtrack a little bit. Kirsten says, so she has a question regarding this. She said, you guys had the crap in front of everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
we didn't because it was the Air Force.
The chair force.
Yes.
I mean, people talk trash about like different branches if they're not the Marine Corps, but like at the end of the day, we're doing something that no one else wants to do.
There you go.
You know?
That's why I said, and we lean
Yeah, I
into
don't wanna
most
crap in front of
most
people.
Air
I don't wanna
Force
do
is
that.
going to lean into because we get the most shit.
It's the best branch. I'm not gonna lie. They get treated like you get treated like kings. I can't.
That's
I'm not gonna cap.
and there's a reason for that, and we've gone over that before,
Yes.
where it's about we're technicians, we're not actually directly fighting with stuff.
Exactly. While in the Marine Corps, they'll just turn you into a vegetable and just like send you off. On
That's
your
why
merry
they
way.
call them jar heads. It's
right.
Unscrew the head, take the brain out, screw it back on.
Is that what happened to you? They took your brain out?
Oh yeah, they hurt my hair. Oh, for sure.
No, but they
No.
see, but and it's funny because it's shorthand. But what it does is like, I've met more, and it's just when you do enter and you go through basic and you go through all of that, you just start respecting other people.
Yes.
and realizing how smart they actually are.
Yes,
Even the
exactly,
dumbest
yeah.
motherfucker
Yeah.
in basic, you're like,
That was me.
So they like, was it like an ass kicking? I mean, you know.
no, but did they take care of you? They help you get
Oh,
through
yeah, for
towards
sure.
the end?
They
Yeah.
cared about it. They would never
Yep.
tell us that, but they
Yeah.
deep down in their heart, you know.
Well, I'm
it-
talking about
it's
your
unconditional love,
your
you know?
platoon mates. Like, did they
Oh,
they all
yeah,
like
yeah.
help you? It becomes such a brother
Oh yeah, it's a for sure.
like thing. It was like those are guys like you're gonna remember them forever.
Yes.
You'll never see any of them.
Probably not gonna talk to them again.
Right.
Yeah.
Though in today's social media, like it's so easy to do. Back in my day, it was like, all right, don't die.
It's crazy, and we just
Don't
don't,
die.
do it.
Yeah.
Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling are watching. Hello, guys. They're good friends of ours. That's a great show. Go check that out. Chris Monty will be on the phone with us at noon.
Oh, nice.
We're hanging out with Nikki Gins. So was it like Full Metal Jacket? Like, you know, you walk in, you're like, you know, and they're screaming in your face, "Get in line, pisshead!" Ah! Like, was it
Exactly.
just like that? Really?
I mean,
Ooh, piss hand.
they ease-
I don't know. I don't know.
With the language.
What's your major
malfunction?
No, but they ease down over the years, you know. They
Yeah.
did it, like,
But they're
mothers of-
effective.
Yeah, for sure. But mothers in America, like, the drill instructors really can't put hands on you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
There's ways.
Yeah.
There's ways around that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
yeah, it was a great experience. I would do it again, but I wouldn't recommend it to a friend. Like, I loved it though. Like,
Was there ever a moment you were like, I don't know if I can do this?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah?
But you gotta remember, like, why you signed up for this. You got your USMC. You signed the motherfucking contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I
They're
forgot
for a
about that one.
reason.
Right. So, yeah, just take me through the first day or two. Like, was it a complete culture shock right away? Are they in your face screaming at you like that immediately? And you must be scared shitless, man.
The first day or two was probably the worst.
Yeah?
Yeah, they say if you make it through like the first week, then like first couple weeks, like you're set.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they really like instill like.
So you're just used to them yelling at you at that point, or you?
After a couple weeks, you're like, this is just.
Like, you don't take it as serious
conform.
anymore?
Well, you conform to
conform to
what
it?
they're trying to get you to do.
Yeah, some people get it, some people don't. Like.
Oh sure.
Like
were people leaving while you were there?
Oh yeah, a lot of people quit.
Medhold and shit like that.
Yep.
Did
What
they
if-
stick them in there for like months on end? There's
Yep.
probably some guy who's still there.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
they say-
on
that's true.
Medhold.
They say the thing is like that's very true. It probably is. The thing is, the quickest way up the island is just to graduate.
Yes.
You know, that's what they tell us.
You just keep your head down. Just do what you're told to
That's
do.
it. That's all you gotta do. Just do what you're told.
It's the simplest concept ever. But I mean, it's, you know, like I was a terrible underwear folder. I could not fold my fucking underwear. And I think I told you that. And I
No,
think
you
it,
never
like,
told me
like
that
I know,
first.
and that it was the red line inspection. They came up. The guys in my element came up because I was the element leader, and they're like, "Get the fuck away from your drawer." I'm like, because I had failed my clothing drawer inspection, and they made me go away, and 3 guys sat there and folded all of my shit for me. And they said, "Don't fucking touch it." I'm like, "All right, cool," and I passed.
Wow.
And they were like, "Why couldn't you do that before?" And I'm like, "You had help." Yeah, oh yeah.
Why couldn't you fold your underwear?
The tweezers? Were you guys using tweezers to line up the edges?
Nah.
Did you have to have them all, like all of the edges of the band, the waistband?
I don't think we had enough time
straight.
for that.
Oh wow, no, that's
tweezers. All right,
we had to use tweezers to like.
I take
to
my
make
question
sure that
back.
it was
Yeah, you needed tweezers. Son of a
yes
bitch.
to fold.
Holy crap!
Underwear.
That's wild.
Yeah,
It's
good times.
It is a complete mental breakdown and rebuild. I'm always happy to have a vet on our team. They get the individuals never bigger than the sum of the whole. So it's all about the team, and they know how to do the work, smile, and still have fun. That's from Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling. I don't know who is that, Mark or Tom or Richie. I don't know which one of you guys is commenting there.
That's me.
Wow.
That's you.
Oh my God, I'm on TV.
We're famous.
So
What was the funniest thing that happened while you were there?
Okay, the funniest thing. All right, I know this off the top of my head. All right, so we're in formation, you know, the whole platoon together, marching. This one kid looks up at an airplane, and the drill instructor's like, "Tight, you want to look at the airplane? Chase it." He's like, "Go get that rope. You're gonna go chase that airplane."
Oh my
Kid
God.
runs out of formation, goes chase the airplane, and drill instructor makes him go, "I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky." You know? It was wild.
What about you? What was there anything funny that you got fucked with?
I got called some like derogatory names, like terms.
Right.
I got called a medical miracle once. That cracked me up. So funny. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, well, man, they got some good canned sayings and shit like
They're
that.
comedians for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how they get their kicks.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they have a bunch of smelly idiots that they
got
have
a
to
hard
teach.
job,
Yeah,
you know? You
exactly.
gotta take care of like 80 kids.
Right.
It's not easy.
Right.
What was the worst thing that happened to you there?
The worst. The showers probably, but I'm not gonna go into that.
Well,
yeah, we all have that moment of reckoning where we
said he
realize
wasn't
how
gonna get-
small we actually are.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't going to. He said he
Like
wasn't going
under
to get
the
into
rope.
that. So I figured maybe that's because they got into him.
Oh,
But
no.
Ooh. Sexy.
It's like an unwritten rule. To keep that out of
Yeah.
equation, you know.
Now,
Really?
I'm
All right, so
curious.
I'm never joining just for that.
And I'm gonna set it up and then ask you when we took a shower, what we did was we turned on all of the shower heads, and we had a line, and we stood naked in this line, and you would have your liquid soap,
Okay.
and we would douse ourselves with the liquid soap before we got there. And what you did was you were then rinsing off. You then went around to each shower head for about 5 seconds and rinsed off.
Why? What's the purpose?
Because
of
it's
this?
the fastest way to take a shower. Like there were 6 shower heads, so it took you 30 seconds to take your shower. With 50 guys, that's 25 minutes. That's great compared to people get in there. Even if everybody's taking a 7-minute shower, which is like the gold standard of water conservation. Don't know if you knew that.
Really?
But 7 minutes, 50 guys, you're talking about 350 minutes.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like this is why they teach you to essentially like look at things in like, well, let me simplify this. I need to simplify this.
Yeah.
Like lining up beds was an interesting thing because you had to have all the bed posts. I don't know. Did you?
I mean, one time they made us bring the mattresses in the showers, that was pretty cool.
What? That was cool? Is that what you said?
Oh yeah.
What's so cool about bringing a mattress into a shower? Why'd you have to do that?
Oh, it was a punishment.
Oh, all right.
I thought it was awesome.
Punishment?
Hated it, but I thought it was cool.
Why? What's so cool?
You don't see that on a day-to-day basis.
Which is right. Which is the whole point. Why? What?
What did you guys do wrong to warrant that?
Oh, just probably something. Just not having your palms roll back. Something like so tiny, those little tiny detail.
Wow.
I know I told you guys the story of when my TI came in and was like, somebody didn't flush, and he made us all pile into the bathroom and chant flush over and over again.
Yeah.
And how he told us, no, actually, nobody had left a giant shit in the bathroom. I just needed to do some paperwork. And, so I put you in there to.
I remember that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's things like that.
Yes.
I'm trying to think what punishment did you hate the most?
Okay, so the punishment I hated the most was on Family Day. Family Day was like right when, like the day before graduation,
Right.
our whole family came, and we were the only platoon that had to sit and stand, like in a formation and just wait for like a half an hour, wasting all our time with our family because we haven't seen our family in like 3 months.
Right.
Our drill instructor just like, he was mad that day. I guess I don't know.
He's hungover.
Yeah, maybe. No one really liked him. But like I liked him because
Right.
you can always learn something from.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, it was just annoying because like we're the only platoon just like standing there for a half an hour waiting for the whole platoon to come back and get their bags.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? You tracking? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just like unnecessary.
Yeah. No, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
See, we had Town Pass Day. You're gonna hate this. where we got to walk around San Antonio, just hang out. The day before graduation, that was our family.
Really?
Our family day included a trip to San Antonio.
Okay.
But,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah. I had a great question.
Was there anything that Andy told you last time that was
Rang
completely
true.
true, and you're like, oh, Andy told me that, or something that Andy was completely wrong about, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to tell that motherfucker what.
Like volunteering for things.
Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't want to get messed up.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, you said
If you lean
said
into
you
it,
should volunteer.
you
because
volunteer,
You could get assigned to do something worse, right?
that, and after a while, you distinguish yourself as somebody who is a team player and who's like, well, I'm going to get picked anyway for something.
True.
So, and eventually, my TI would be like, put your fucking hand down, potatoes. Well, you morons, you go.
Nah,
So,
you're right about that for sure.
It's
Definitely volunteering is good, without a doubt.
But
Keeps you busy.
So, what are some of the? I mean, I know we've all seen it in TV and the movies and stuff, but what are some of the things that you have to do when you're there for those 3 months?
Okay, so some of the things we had to do is we would do mixed martial arts training. Which
Oh wow!
It's pretty interesting.
You show us some moves on Andy right now.
did you do the
Pugil sticks.
Pugil
Yeah,
sticks,
we
that's
did
it.
boxing at
Nice.
the end.
Wow.
The Pugil sticks were like the big King Kong things, whatever you call them.
Yeah.
And probably the best thing was rifle range shooting. That was interesting. My first time ever shooting a gun.
Nice. Yeah, that likewise when I was in base.
Louder than you expected?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, the first time I ever shot a gun, I was
probably
like,
lost a
whoa.
couple decibels. Probably my hearing shot.
What?
My hearing.
I was joking.
Oh.
You couldn't
Yeah, but
Fucking civilians.
but the thing, yeah, but they say that the best people at shooting a rifle is someone who's never shot it before.
Right.
And that wasn't true for me. I was terrible.
Same. Because you learn how you do everything that they tell you to do, which is the right way.
Yes.
To do it. Whereas most people are like, I feel it.
It's great training.
Yeah.
You know?
What was your favorite cadence?
Cadence. Oh, I hated marching.
Oh, I loved marching.
You love marching?
Yeah.
Really?
It was I don't know, there was just something about it. Was not sitting in a classroom, and it wasn't getting yelled at. Like, it was just performing. You just do again what you're told, and you're just trying to nail it, you know.
It was cool at the beginning, but like it was so hot outside.
Oh yeah, you were in it. That's right, because you were there in the summer in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it must be awful hot down there. Is there that much classroom time?
We had a lot of classroom time, and like to sign up for the GI Bill, I'm sure they were like, well, I don't know if everybody's automatically enrolled. When I was in, you actually had to fill out paperwork.
Yes.
So we had to go into a classroom, and they tell you what the GI Bill is, and and if go ahead and fill it out.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, and then you learn how to be a Marine, not the fighting part, but what it means to be a Marine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like thing with the classroom, like some people got lost on their way to college. That's why they went to boot camp. But like, and they're like, oh, I'm in this classroom now. Oh, I didn't. What the hell did I sign up for?
Right. Did you meet any
women? No.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Marines. He meant Marines. Did you meet any people that were like, I had a full ride scholarship for such and such, and I blew out my knee?
Yeah, some people were there for the wrong reason.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they're still there.
No, I feel you, but that ended up being like, I just everybody, all the dudes I met would be like, I had a baseball scholarship for the University of Illinois, and I messed up my knee in a car accident, and it just went away, and now I'm here because I got nothing else. Like,
There's
all right.
definitely people like that, but I think the main thing I can get from it is that it was like a melting pot. You meet all these people from different upbringings and all these, you know what I mean? Like, you just learn so much, and like it humbles you. And like, you know, there's a lot of people from Alabama there, and they're really racist. But I'll tell you one thing: after boot camp, they're like, yeah, I don't have that mindset anymore.
No, you see green. Everybody's green.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's so in just you say 3 months, in a course of a lifetime. I mean, that's really nothing. But you guys are spending, you guys are together that whole time, every minute of the day. So it really can change your mindset like that to that degree. Like, because down in the deep South, man, I would think it's hard to take a lot of like the racial and some of their beliefs out of their minds. But
the whole thing is set up to completely annihilate all of the edges that you've developed, that you've become.
Yeah.
Because they want you all to be kind of the same. They really do. Recognizing people's faces. Because you're all wearing the same outfit. So you become really good at recognizing people's faces. What was I going to... That point. No.
Do you feel that you've changed? Do you feel that they kind of...
I'm the same old person. I'm the same. Nothing's changed.
Because I didn't need to be changed. Those Alabama fuckers, they needed.
Like being at a stoplight. Well, maybe it might take some time, and when you're eventually out, being at a stoplight and people not going immediately once it turns, that doesn't drive you nuts.
No, not really.
Really? Okay.
How is that tied to?
So my best, because
no, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just trying to.
My best friend, Rob, who was a cop,
yeah,
we would be driving, and we'd be at a red light, and it would turn green, and like just having to wait. Let's say we're the fourth car back.
Yes.
Now we can go. He was like, if we all just hit the gas at the same fucking time, we it's like marching. We all just start.
Okay.
And it's just the civilian mindset is what like everybody's an individual, and we could just get online, keep your mouth shut, get what you fucking came here for, and leave. Like, don't be a special case. Like,
are you more inclined to shoot people now that you
probably?
Yeah. You feel like you can? You feel like
yeah.
Because I get are you like doing the reserve component?
Yeah, I'm in
thing?
the reserve.
Yeah.
It's a regret. Not gonna lie.
Because
I wish I went all. Wish I went all in.
Yeah. Because then you had I think you then had a very successful boot camp because you bought in. Because I think that was another thing that I had said to you. If you buy in, man, it becomes so easy.
Yep.
All of a sudden.
So is that why you like? Why do you regret? And why do you regret it? And they don't let you change it. Like, you can't go to them and say, look, I don't want to do reserves. I want to stay in full time.
I could change it, like, because I'm here now. I can talk to someone.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, the reason why I went, like, reserve, so I can go to college and then get my degree and then go the officer route, because they make a lot of money.
Yeah, like a lot more money.
Oh, no kidding, yeah.
I think it's like I remember looking at the pay scale years ago. The first lieutenant with like 4 years in made the same as an E9 with like 25 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. And it's like, oh my God. So a guy 3 or 4 years out of college is making the same as a guy who's devoted his life to this.
Right.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
No. It's just another boot camp all over again, pretty much.
And
Officer Canada School.
Yeah. Did you do AIT or whatever they call it in the Marine Corps, which is your post?
Oh, Firewatch?
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
What is that?
Firewatch is basically you get assigned 1 hour like at night to like when everyone's sleeping. You just rove around, make sure everything's like going good, make sure no one's dying. Or
We called it door guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had weird people.
Stuff happen
Yeah.
up there. I don't know.
Anything weird that you feel comfortable? Because those are. I'll make it. There was this guy Newburn who was going to be a firefighter, and he always had a toothbrush in his mouth.
Oh,
It's like always brushing his teeth, and even if he wasn't on Firewatch door guard, he would get up and walk around and just watch people sleeping. When I found that out, I'm like, Dennis, get the fuck away from me. You freak. He was from Nevada, that guy. But
now he's in jail somewhere.
I don't know, man. He was a good kid, though. Like, everybody, I love all those guys.
Yeah.
Even the guys I hated, I love. So.
Yeah. As you were saying, though, anything weird that happened on Firewatch, all my boot camp friends are probably like, say it, tell him. But I'm like, nah, I can't. It's so raunchy. It's like it's so bad. Like I don't even want to say. It's none of my business.
I feel no. If it's not your story,
it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Just know that.
If it's bad and it's not your story,
yeah, it's not my story.
Right.
And I don't have their consent to talk about it. You know.
And that's awesome.
They're like my good friends. So.
Yeah. Did you? Because this is something we talked about. Shitting.
Okay.
Did it take you a while to be able to take a shit?
I don't know.
You were able to shit right away.
No.
And he said that.
Happened.
You told him that story.
Yeah.
He was in disbelief, and he was like, "No, I'll be able."
Were there people who didn't shit until a couple of weeks
They had
in?
to learn quick to not do that. You know?
Well, no, it's just that you're so under stress. That your body kind of. It's not that it shuts down. It's just using all of the nutrients and everything. You don't have anything to shit. But I will say that first shit was amazing. It was so fucking huge and long and hard and black.
Great.
Oh my bad.
Yeah, look at this guy.
That's a whole different story.
It was awesome. Oh my god! And I was just like, oh. And I think that's the night the first time I jerked off because I was in the stall and I'm like,
with the shit.
Yeah, dude. When you feel like that, and I'm like, the erection you get is phenomenal.
Bro, I did not do that.
Because I'd say my erection was as hard as my shit was.
Oh my god! Yeah, I went the whole time without doing that.
Oh, look at you!
Yeah, I was
Nice.
like, too many guys around.
Yeah, I think
Nice thing
I
to do.
think I mean I don't know because I wasn't in the situation, but I would think I'd be the same way. I just too many dudes.
And you can't do it without anyone like watching you or like seeing you. You know.
Oh, you don't like that? It's the only way I can come.
So you're laying around at night trying to sleep, and you would hear one of these guys do,
There had to be somebody who was airman rub it out.
I'm not asking. I'm not asking for
private
names or anything. I'm
rub it
just
out.
but you would hear that.
What is this conversation at this point?
That's why you're here, Zach.
You do you, boo. That's not.
So
Keep it to yourself.
Oh, I got a question now. If we got stuck in the middle of a lake again, are you going to be prepared to save us?
Oh, yeah.
After all this marine experience,
You got some good swimming in.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Marine's a water branch. Sorry, I can't speak.
You're good.
Yeah.
That's all right. The Marine Corps is not a speaking branch.
Intellectual. Yeah, but like,
It's a doing branch.
Marines are actually pretty smart individuals until they're with another Marine.
It's the worst ideas happen when there's more than one Marine around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Exactly. Can I segue the conversation?
Of course.
Yeah.
Want to talk about the book?
Man.
Yeah, I want to talk about the book.
This is crazy.
You want to talk about the
Just tell
book?
me about it.
All right, so this is my old English teacher from senior year.
Also, my old English teacher.
Lenny Kravitz's nephew or something.
He wrote a book, and actually he threw a lot of people under the bus, and
A lot of people from Wantagh.
What do you mean,
apparently.
like students?
This is exciting.
No, like students,
Like faculty,
yeah.
apparently.
What?
And the school's trying to sue him, and I think it's awesome to be honest. Like I think he should write a book about
Is
it.
is he not there anymore?
No, he retired.
Oh,
But
okay.
When did
actually,
he retire?
He wrote. I'm in the book. He wrote about.
Oh,
it.
nice.
And he actually names you?
Yeah, I want.
What the hell?
If you
I
don't
want to
mind,
know if I'm in
wanna
this
read
book.
about it.
Like, I used to annoy him a little bit. Like,
Is it okay if I read it?
Yeah.
Okay. Teaching this way wasn't too difficult. I added an occasional short video. Nonetheless, my students struggled the workload and younger children struggle more. 1/4 of my students took advantage of the no harm 4-quarter policy and did little work. Here's a good example of how 2 of my seniors approached schoolwork in the 4th quarter, my last as a teacher. First, there was Nick Ginsburg. Nick was the nephew of my great 1990s wrestler Mike Ginsburg. Nick looked exactly like his uncle. Sometimes I'd look at them in his 8th period class pre-COVID shutdown and say, yes, Mike. Crab, I'm not Mike, he said. Like Mike, Nick was a wrestler. I would see his grandfather, Mr. Ginsburg, at home wrestling meets as I worked the scoreboard. For the 4th quarter, I learned that the New York Times offered free online access to teachers and our students for about 3 months through the end of the school year, thanks to the email from my former student, Angela Cave. I managed to sign up my 39 seniors for the Times. I assigned them a variety of articles and short films. Nick did the second assignment, writing a brief cap on an April 2nd Times video titled "It's Pretty Big Bummer, Olympic Dreams on Hold," in which 2020 Olympians talked about their disappointment at having the games postponed. I can't speak. Nick was one of the 2 on assignments. Then he did assignment number 6, another short April video. This was by renowned therapist Naima Raza titled, "We're All Grieving." This is how we got through it. Both videos were popular with my students. Most students watched them and wrote short responses. Nick was off to a shaky but decent 4-quarter start. Then COVID happened, but he done 2 of the first 5 assignments. He could finish at any time, but I didn't because COVID happened.
Nice. Way to take advantage.
And I know Angela Cave.
Oh, for real?
I swear
Is that Gregory Cave's?
No.
Okay.
No. I just looked on my phone. I looked on Facebook to make sure I had the right person, and I do. That's crazy. What's the book about? It's just his life?
Yeah, it's just his life, you know? I really haven't got too far into the book, but I know that a lot of fan favorites, like student favorites, say he got no mercy. He went a ham sandwich.
That is so weird.
Yikes.
I really want to read this book now.
Is there anything about Wanto that
don't,
like anything bad
that it exists?
Yeah,
that
apparently he slams Wanto.
Like what though? I'm asking for examples.
I'm not sure.
Like
I
Oh,
really
you haven't seen it yet?
I just know that one of my favorite teachers, like he went in on him, but like to each their own. Like I love Kravitz. Like
oh, so you guys liked him? You liked this guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I liked him, but I was when I was in his class in 9th grade, like me and my friends would always kind of like make fun of him.
For what? Just teasing about anything, or was there something in particular?
His Uncle Lenny.
Oh, just about. Just about anything, I guess. I don't like. Should I say exactly like what? Like,
Yeah, why not? Let's get it out in the open.
I don't know. It was just funny because
He
like
has no power over you.
Down to his level.
I don't know. I wasn't sure if he would like. see
Statute
this
of
or-
limitations is fucking way over.
Is
on
it
shit
really
like
bad?
this.
No, it's not bad. It's
Raise
just
the breast.
it's just funny because he's kind of like a big guy, and you think he's gonna like come in and be all like manly, like you think he's gonna like have like this kind of a voice, and then he starts talking. He's like, "Okay, so welcome to English class," and it's like, oh, he has a high voice. It was just really ironic and funny. But
Was not expecting that.
yeah.
I have a video on my phone of him putting me in a neck wrench during class, like a wrestling move.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You'd always do.
Yeah, watch out. Wanta Public Schools may want to get a hold of you, the school district.
Oh, no.
Don't be sharing that around.
Should I?
If you're backing him up, if
He's
you
tired, he's good.
if you're like screw him, you throw that in there.
Should I track him down? We'll get him in here and have him talk about his book.
Yeah, that would be cool. Absolutely.
Oh my god, that would be crazy.
That would
See
be
Kravitz.
wild.
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, I like to check this book out myself.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Call the
He's loving
publisher.
this right now. He's like, oh, free revenue.
He's gonna come in and be like, "Oh yeah, my student Zach," and he's gonna talk like that.
Hey guys! It's very nice to see you.
It's Mickey Mouse.
Hey Tony. Oh, this is a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
M-I-C-K-E-Y.
Yeah, now he's gonna watch this and be like, you know, fuck those guys. Not going there.
Wow. So yeah, you should go after him for some dough. Mention you in the book, or sue him or something.
He's already getting sued by the schools.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's awesome, actually. That's that's got to be the most. I can't imagine. I don't think teachers sign NDAs, do they?
Not that I know of. But I've never heard of a teacher writing a book where they tell all their behind-the-scenes dirty laundry either. I don't recall it.
A friend of mine from growing up, her older brother, was a math teacher in the city, and he wrote a book that slams like all of these people and names them and everything. But he ended up dying of this massive sudden heart attack.
Oh wow!
Right before it was supposed to be published. And
are there stories about like the teachers banging each other and stuff?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I hope so.
I hope so
You know,
too.
there's stories about that there. I've told you about that.
Well, right. I've heard rumors, and I was an active parent, so I know a lot of the administration. I knew a lot of the teachers.
And
so
a lot
I
of the
would love to
banging
hear
that was
this.
going on.
Okay.
I was never a part of any of that.
This
I
is
mean,
going to be
I asked.
earmuffs, Zach. Go on.
Yeah, right.
I'm just happy he was nice to me in the book.
Right, yeah, no, that's...
Imagine you reading that. This little prick, Nick Ginsburg.
I would love that. You're in a fucking
that'd be
book.
awesome, dude. That'd be sick.
Who do you think's going to play you in the movie?
Oh, man.
This is where you go, I'm going to play myself.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's funny. Yeah, who would play Nick Ginsburg in the film version?
I don't know any
Come
young
on.
actors.
Zach probably.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's a young actor.
To me, he's young. Like,
isn't he like your age?
He is. We might even be like exactly the same age. But
Jeff Bosey says Nick is still cool even though he wears plaid. Jeff, don't mess with him. He's a Marine now. He'll kick your head. You'll disappear, Jeff. Nobody will.
Check that out. Bosey's still not funny.
We're getting like a brothership going on.
Oh yeah, no.
We're both Marines. We're both veterans. Don't pick on my Nick.
You crossed the line, you whale shit.
You attacked the plaid.
I thought this was a flannel.
Yeah. It's a plaid flannel.
It's a flannel.
All right. So it's just about noon. So I got to call Chris Monty.
Leonardo DiCaprio is 1 year older than me.
Wow.
Like literally almost exactly a year
Oh,
older.
really?
Wow.
Do you know Chris?
I've seen him perform once.
You've seen him perform, but
at the same show. He was a headliner, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, headliner.
So would he remember you?
I don't know.
All right, we're gonna find out. All right, I gotta call him. So let's see. Hopefully this weather holds out. Chris Monty is playing Governors here in Levittown tomorrow night. So hopefully we got to keep that. We got to will the snow away.
If everybody closes their eyes
That's
really
right.
tight,
That's right.
thinking only about the happiest moment of your life, and we all clap. I'm the only one doing this here. So obviously everybody wants it to fucking snow. Cool, dicks.
I think I screwed that up. Hang on.
Hanging on. So you didn't like any of the cadences, though? I loved the C-130, the Airborne Ranger one. That's kick-ass. I love doing this, cause singing while marching, especially like when you had a long way to go. One of my favorites was doing Tiny Bubbles.
Okay.
Did you guys do Tiny Bubbles? Tiny bubbles in my beer makes me happy.
Like 10 minutes before I became Marines, they were saying some cool stuff. Like, man, I don't know. I don't even want. I can't remember, man. It's all blurry.
You put it all out. Yeah, no, dude. The what's good?
Used to date a beauty queen. Now I got my M16.
Yeah.
They sat me down in a barber chair. Clip. Now I know I got no hair.
They say that in the Air Force, the women are mighty fine. They look like Phyllis Diller and they walk like Frankenstein. Gee, mom, I want it.
Hello.
But they won't.
What's going on, buddy?
What are you doing? Is this the one and only Chris Monty?
Yeah.
Are you dying? What's the matter? I hear you
The
coughing.
one and only. No, I'm fine. I had to go downstairs because I was watching your beautiful podcast, and then I heard some language, and my daughter's walking around, so I had to mute it.
Oh boy. our apologies to your little girl.
No, it's okay.
We're having a little military talk.
She doesn't really. My father's here. She's with Pop, so.
Oh, very nice. He'll distract her from us bad men.
Yeah. No, you guys are fine. How you doing?
We have Nick Ginsburg sitting here with us. He said he did a show where you were headlining once. He's the one in the plaid. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah. I watched. I don't remember. Where did we work, Nick?
It was like the graduation for stand-up university.
Oh, yeah. Brokerage, right?
Yes. You probably don't remember. You probably do so many shows.
Love it. Aren't they all at the brokerage?
No, I remember.
That's hilarious.
I've only done the stand-up university show like once in the last 10 years, so I remember.
There you go.
Okay.
Nick was kind of up and coming, and then he went into the service.
Well, congratulations. Thank you for your service.
Absolutely. He's a good boy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Make
for
them
your
laugh
tax
in the service. They need it over there.
Yeah, true. You should have seen him. He had, he was here just a few days before he left for boot camp, and he had a high voice, and he was scared, and he had a diaper, and now he's here, and he's a man.
He's had
Now
this
he's got hair on
terrible
his
stutter.
chest.
He had a terrible stutter, and that's gone now. Completely gone.
Completely gone.
All right, so I was just saying to the guys here, we got to will the snow away. We got to make this happen tomorrow.
I don't know. I'm watching News 12. It's like 9 to 12 in Suffolk, and in Nassau, and like 18 inches in Suffolk.
Yep.
And you got connections over there at News 12. Get them to do something about this.
They're plugging me all morning. Other than that, they were just showing the 3 hours of the funeral for the fallen officer.
Oh, is that today?
But if you want to laugh, Chris Monty's going to be at McGuire's in Bohemia.
Yeah. But yeah, now it's like I'm watching the news to see what's going on, and it's just depressing.
Yeah,
I hate January to begin with, and because it's the slowest month of the year. Usually I'm in Florida all month, but I was in Florida last week, and I was supposed to have about 9 shows. I did 3 because 6 of them canceled because of COVID. Gated communities, older folks, but whatever. It is what it is.
So, but January, it's a slow month. Even without COVID, it's a slow month for comedy. Because I would think the other way around.
No COVID, I'm in Florida, and I just do the 55 and over communities. I do a string of those. I add some comedy clubs in with that. I'm usually down there like 4 weekends in a row, or sometimes I'm there for like 2 weeks straight, and then I do February as well. But this year with the COVID, the 55 and over communities are a little sketchy. They're afraid to have gatherings, so I understand that, so those got canceled, and now I'm back home. So, but normally, in New York, it's a little slow in the Northeast, and then like I said, God forbid, you get 2 or 3 snowstorms within a month.
Right.
Long Island, you get a flurry and nobody's going out. Everybody's scared of their own shadow here.
Yeah, true.
So it's like even if this snowstorm becomes nothing, right? Because how many times have you seen this where they build you up for a week? And they go, it's going to be 18 inches, and then you wake up and it's like a dusting, and you're like, what the hell are they talking about?
Right, but that's why I was surprised to hear that it's slow, because if they do decide to go out, it's too cold. Whether even if it's just a dusting, it's still cold. So what better than go to a comedy club and enjoy a show?
Right. So if it's not so bad and the weather, if the roads are okay, I guess people will come out. And there's always people that are going to go out no matter what, and then there's people that are just going to not go out no matter what. So
yeah, true.
We hope it goes on. I'm glad to be working Governors, and if it does for some reason get canceled because of the weather, we'll just book another date, and we'll come back on and plug it then.
And if they're sitting home and we're all snowed in, they can just go to Dry Bar Comedy.
Yeah, so drybarcomedy.com. You have to download the app to your device, whether it's your phone or your iPad or your laptop, wherever you want it. If you put in promo code Chris Monty, all one word, Chris Monty, you get a free month.
Oh, look at that!
You get your first month free. Then after that, I don't know what it is, $12 a month or something like that. But go to Just Be Happy. You watch my special. You can watch as many comedy specials as you want for that free month. And then if you don't want to sign up, you don't sign up.
Just make sure to
check
watch
out my special so I get the residuals. Yeah,
that's it exactly. What's it like? Because you've put out DVDs before. You have this Just Be Happy special. Is it these guys? Are they reaching out to you and saying, "I want to film you," or are you putting this together yourself? How's this working?
When I did the Amazon Prime comedy special, I produced it myself.
Oh wow!
So it was a little. I wound up. Excuse me. After all the money I spent renting the theater, paying the film crew, all of that, paying the opening act. I even catered the dressing room with deli and cocktails and wine. I always do first class, me, first rate.
Yes.
With all of that, at the end of it, I made $2,000 profit.
Nice.
Because I sold, almost 500 seats.
Wow.
In the theater, and once the theater was paid and everybody was paid, I get the ticket sales because once I buy the theater as they say.
Yeah.
I rent the theater for the evening. So
right.
So that was cool. And with Dry Bar, a lot of comedians do it. You actually have to reach out to them and submit them your material, and if they give you the green light, then they pay you to do the show. So they shoot it in Utah. So it's clean comedy. It's like because they're all Mormons out in Utah.
Utah comedy.
Yeah, so they film it in Utah, but what they do is it's squeaky clean comedy. So what it does for your career is if you get a lot of views, you get bookings in clubs and stuff, but you can pick up a lot of corporate work and stuff like that because if you can work clean as a comic, you can work more places. That's what I tell young comics all the time. I'm like, don't write dirty. I'm like, you can always add dirty if you have to, but if you're generally a clean comic, you'll work more places. And if you're not going to be famous in this business, like me, you can make money with the private events and the corporate stuff. That's where you can make the big bucks.
Don't sell yourself short there. I mean, you're a full-time comedian, man. This is your life.
I'm a full-time comedian. This is what I do. And an actor, this is what I do.
One of my favorites. And are you listening? Right clean, Nick. Right clean.
I was just gonna ask.
Right clean. You know, listen, you can always. I do golf outings, and it's mostly men, and I got to do dick jokes for 30 minutes, and I have them. I could do a dirty set, but when you come to see me in the club, you can walk away from it going, you know what? I can bring my kids to see him, and they wouldn't be, I wouldn't have to cover their ears.
And it is. It's harder to do clean. Anybody can tell dirty material, and you got to be more original. You got to be smarter with your stuff when you clean.
Yeah, I mean, when I say clean too, like I'm an adult comic. Like my stuff is adult content.
Right.
There's 4 letter words in the nightclub act, but my content isn't vulgar or gross, I'm not talking about fist fucking.
Not yet, anyway.
God, I have like 10 minutes on fist fucking.
Hold on, let me mute her so my daughter doesn't
Oh,
hear that.
sorry.
Well, he said it first. He said it first,
I know,
actually.
but
He did.
I think I might have started the.
Yes, you did.
I think I started the parade of vulgarity.
Well, and speaking of vulgarity, and coincidentally, Chris Monty on the line here, we put out a Smokes, Jokes, and Insult clip today.
Yeah, where is it? I'm trying to find it because somebody told me it was up, and does it have its own page?
It has its own YouTube channel. It's just type in Smokes, Jokes, and Insults.
Okay, on YouTube. Okay, I'll watch it as soon as I'm done here.
And it's you telling your Joan Rivers story, and there's a really bad word in this story. So don't watch this. Well,
yes, the C word.
The C word is in this one. So don't watch that with your daughter around.
And that was, like I said, that was me just telling what Joan Rivers said.
Right.
It's not me. Like I don't use that word in my act.
Right.
But I do love that word. It's my favorite curse word.
Well, yeah, I'm sure guys like Mick Thomas, they'll tell you they use that word regularly.
I was going to
in
say
Ireland, it's
the English and the Irish.
It's part of the regular vernacular.
Yeah. It's motherfucker. That's the word that you can't say over there because that's insulting
But you
the
could
mother.
say fuck and you could say cunt, and
Right.
it's like part of everyday conversation.
That's right.
But bloody is a bad word.
Yeah, or fanny pack. That's one of my favorites. That's hilarious.
And a cigarette in England is a fag.
Yeah.
Right.
Gonna go pound a fag. Yeah.
Gonna go smoke a fag. Have a sport of tea.
Put a fag in my mouth.
I got one. You ever hear?
Just standing there with a fag in his mouth.
Ever hear about Fudge Packer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was big when we were young.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't hang out with you guys there.
Right.
It's the first time I ever heard cornhole. I was on the road, and I know cornhole, but I mean I was on the road, and I was in North Carolina, and the other comics like, you want to play cornhole tonight after the show? And I said, no, I don't go that way. And he goes, no, you idiot, you throw the beanbags into the board. I go, oh. I said, I'm from New York. Cornhole is like a jail term.
Right. And back in '98, when I was in Korea, my roommate would always say his running joke was, I think that corn and hole should have to tour every year together.
Should have to pour every year?
No. Tour.
Tour?
The band.
tour.
The band's corn and hole.
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't. Yeah.
Cornhole tonight at the Garden.
Right. Exactly. I'm gonna go cornhole, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Fantastic. Very nice. So all right. So yeah, it's so hopefully if by chance we don't get this snow, Governor's Comedy Club tomorrow night. The very funny Chris Monty.
7:30, main room. I put main room on Facebook, and another comic, he goes, who's not playing the main room? Like, he didn't get it. He's from Pennsylvania. He's like, what do you mean main room? Is there another room? And I'm like, yeah, there's the little room.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm not in the little room. I'm in the main room. And you know what? There is a show scheduled for the little room, and I guarantee, even if there's a blizzard, that show goes off.
Yes, I would. Yeah, Rocco Perillo will be here.
He'll be here. If the world ends, Rocco Perillo will show up, dressed like death, and do his show.
That's so true. And you got to check it out. The show, whether you want to check the show out or not, but the room, they expanded it, and it's done, and it's ready.
Which room?
What's known as the little room.
Oh, they made it a little bit bigger?
They expanded it. Yeah, they blew a wall out, and
they got rid of the closet green room.
No, they
made that smaller.
Yeah,
that's smaller, so you can.
They got rid of the offices.
Oh, so where are the offices now? No offices?
Larry moved he's in this hallway where our
Larry's
studio
behind
is.
the building outside.
He's in the dumpster.
He's like the guy from Larry's like the guy from Office Space. They move him downstairs.
Where's my stapler?
My stapler.
Yeah, my stapler.
And they moved.
Didn't get my paycheck.
They moved the girls to where Larry's office was.
Oh, okay.
Right. So Larry's in the hallway here, where in the same hallway the studio is in, and the girls moved to where Larry is, and they blew the wall out. So it's actually like it's like a nice traditional comedy club now. It holds like 80, 90 people in there now.
Good, nice intimate room.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And rumor has it might even be, not be such a little room anymore. It might be called something else.
Yeah.
That's the rumor.
The side room.
That would even be better.
That would be better than the rumors we're hearing. But
what are they going to call it?
No.
I don't know if
cornhole room.
That would be awesome.
I don't know if I have the green light to give that away yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm not.
Well,
saying,
I'll ask
but
when I'm there tomorrow night.
Yeah.
If I'm there tomorrow night.
I did laugh in their face when I heard what it was. I will tell you that. But.
And they're supposed to expand the brokerage too, because they have the deli that closed. I thought they bought the deli behind, which would be behind the bar actually.
Right. Yes.
I heard they're expanding into the parking lot. Because what are you doing with
lot?
with
exactly.
What are you doing with 5 spaces?
It's like that's like Tim Hummayune, who's a Long Island comic who's moves out to L.A. now. Used to have a great joke when we used to work the brokerage. He goes right now the guy across the street at Dunkin' Donuts is wondering why there's 47 cars in his parking lot and one guy in this store.
That's so true. That's great. So the governor's tomorrow night. Hopefully no snow. Chris Monty. And if you're snowed in, go to Dry Bar Comedy and check out.
Go to Dry Bar Comedy or go to Smokes, Jokes, and Insulters on YouTube.
That's right.
Go to Knockem Dead Comedy and watch past episodes of Tony Walker's thrilling talk show, and you can see that gigantic. Is that a cup of coffee?
It is.
In that 7-Eleven cup?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is, what is that, like 17 cups of coffee in that thing? Holy crap. That's like a box of Joe.
It is.
That is, you're supposed to, they say 4 cups of coffee. If you exceed 4 cups of coffee, it really fucks with your mental health.
Well, Andy, you can use any help he can get. For
I
his
don't have any mental
health,
health, so that works out.
I'm assuming you guys know each other, yeah?
Well, I had introduced myself the last time.
And he said, "Get away from me, kid.
Yeah.
I'm Chris Monty. I'm in vinyl."
He hits hard. But yeah, we have a mutual friend, and she'd been telling me for years
Who's
now.
a mutual friend?
Is Susie Dunn?
Oh, I love Susie Dunn.
Yeah, and so I said like, she's always like, if you see Chris Monty, you got to tell him hi for me or tell him you know me, and I'm like, all right.
Yep,
well,
I had dinner about 2 years ago. Before the pandemic started, we had a dinner at her house, my wife and I.
Mm-hmm. And that's my wife actually is like, yeah, I think I've met him a couple of times because she's best friends with Susie from high school. So.
Yeah, Susie and I used to have an improv group back in the day with Jim Brannigan and AJ Gentile and Stephanie Brannigan. So I think we were called the Other Group, and we used to do comedy shows all over the island, Huntington Theater and all kinds of places.
Cool.
Very nice. Cool. All right.
All right. Well, I actually will text Susie. She actually sent me a Christmas card in January. So.
Was it before Little Christmas at least?
No, she my address changed and she sent it to the wrong place, it came back.
Very nice. Yeah, Smokes, Jokes, and Insults, Dry Bar Comedy, and Governors right here in Levittown. Chris Monty, I hope the show comes off. Hope you get to do it.
Me too.
If not, and real quick, throw some other dates out there. Where are you going to be?
I'm kind of all over the map. I don't really have anything on Long Island. Coming up, I'm going to be in Staten Island on February 5th. Anybody listening to the show in the boroughs, Brooklyn or Staten Island, you come out to Looney Bin Comedy Club at Mike Dakota's Diner, because that's where I'm doing shows now. My career's taking off. You get a cup of coffee and a side of eggs. And see Chris Monty tell jokes in a diner. And, excuse me, for the travelers out there, I'll be at the Mohegan Sun Casino in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
For Wisecrackers Comedy Club, February 11th and 12th. Go to chrismontylive.com. You can check out all the dates. And like I said, if tomorrow's weather is hideous, then we'll rebook a date, hopefully a full weekend at one of the Governor's Clubs, and maybe I can come back on and we can plug that again.
Of course. You got an open invite, pal. Would love to see you.
All right. I look forward to seeing you soon to tape some more episodes.
Yep. I think we're doing that in about a month.
The end of February.
Yep.
Yeah, awesome.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, pal.
Thanks for having me,
Take
Tony.
care,
Take
man.
care, guys.
Anytime. See you, Chris.
Be safe.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Very nice. Chris Monty. Great comedian. You know, I know as a host, you're not supposed to say stuff like that. Great comedian, but
Again, like it's a little touch and go, but you just don't want to pump somebody up.
as seen in Mall Cop 2. He was in Mall Cop 2. He was in the TV series Vinyl.
There was a show. I did a show last Saturday or last Friday. No,
Last
last
Friday.
Friday.
Yep.
And the host, who it was his first time hosting, he's like, "Oh, how do you want me to bring you up?" And it was a John Butera show, so it's Aragona's comedy. He's like, "So I'll take 2019 Aragona's comedy," and I'm like, "No, just say you see him around Long Island, New York, whatever." But he did it anyway, and I'm like, "All right."
Now, what's wrong with that? Because you did, you won.
Yeah, but nobody cares. You're in a bar in Mount Sinai. Like,
oh, all right.
There's
If I'm at Governor's, I think the crowd would like to hear that. If you're in a club,
sure.
In a bar, no, but in a club, yes.
I would agree with that. But and before Joe Winchell, because did I go first then Joe? No, or I went after Joe. With Joe, he's like, so this guy is a real scumbag. What are you doing?
What?
It's a friend, like it's a guy that we know really well, but
this next guy's a real scumbag.
Yeah, like he just likes
Holy crap.
He got nervous. The guy, he's one of these people that like when he's performing, he's like has to constantly be moving. So it was really not out of character for him to think that something he came up with on the spot was a good idea.
Right.
And that's what we were saying. All right, man. I'm real proud that I got to see your first and last hosting gig.
Well, yeah. So we're making fun of him hosting. Well, I'm making fun of myself because I had all this, this artwork here for Chris Monty, but I didn't put it on while he was on the phone.
It's there now.
So I'm showing it now.
It's not like we've given up on him and now
That's
that he's
right.
not on the phone.
Chris Monty. You know what? I'll even make it bigger and I'll show it full screen. How about that?
Let me hide behind it.
There you go. Boom. Chris Monty. Tomorrow night, Governor's in Levittown.
Nice.
Or if he's not playing Levittown tomorrow because of snow, but even if he is, after that, go to Dry Bar Comedy and look for Chris Monty. Just be happy. What do you say? Type in Chris Monty and you get a month free, I think you said, right?
Yes, all one word.
Right. Yes, Chris Monty. And go on Amazon. What's the name of that special? What's the Worst That Can Happen, I believe is the name of that special. Nice. Chris is awesome. Cool. You getting back into comedy now that you're home? Are you home for good now, or what's the plan?
Yeah, I'm home for at least 4 more years.
Okay, so right, the reserves is what, 1 weekend a month?
Yeah, 1 weekend a month. I got a show tonight.
Oh, really?
Where?
Where?
It's in New York City.
Cool. Which club?
Yeah.
Broadway Comedy Club.
Okay,
sure.
cool. Who's the producer?
What's the guy? I think
Evan?
Evan Weiss.
Evan Weiss.
Okay. We'll talk.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool. No, that's
Very
good.
nice.
No, he's a good guy. I do that for laughs.
Okay.
First show
and reality.
This is your first show since you've been back?
Yes.
Cool.
Using a lot of the boot camp for material or no?
For sure. Yeah.
Do you? Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
But yeah, I got another one February 5th at Coasters.
Oh, okay.
Kristen Tinsley?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Nice.
That's great.
She's really good people.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Really good people.
They're doing a lot of open mics here in the little room. So,
really?
yeah.
With Rocco?
Yes. Steve Rocco Perillo.
I want to be there, yeah.
He should just change his name to Rocco.
Yeah, just Rocco.
Just Rocco.
Yeah, why not?
I'm going to tell him that.
I think he should.
He's going to be like, yeah, see, I don't want to do that because I've been doing this for a while.
But that's all they remember. They just remember, what's the guy, Rocco?
Right.
Yeah,
and because he insists on it.
Right. Well, that's the thing, right? Because he's getting confused with, right? Is it another comedian named named Steve Perillo?
No, it used to be in his act. I don't know if he does it anymore. But so he made a website. Like he started doing comedy. He's like, I'm gonna do a website. Made himself a website, and he went to go Google himself. Yeah, tissues and everything. But he when he Googled himself, there was a the first thing that came up was this pedophile in Rhode Island.
Oh.
Steve Perillo.
Oh, my goodness.
Same spelling and everything. And he did some research and he found out that apparently Google has to bump up those like a
pedophile.
Yeah, pedophile particularly up so that if you're searching, you go, okay, there's this guy. So he started. That's when he was like Steve Rocco Perillo. Steve Rocco. Don't forget the Rocco. All right, man.
That should be a shirt. Don't forget the Rocco.
Donna and I were talking once, and we were because I was complaining about my name, and Don's like, "Well, yeah, why don't you change it?" I'm like, "You know what? I think I will. I think I have the perfect thing." He's like, "What?" Andy Rocco Plagianos. And Don lost it. It was good.
That would be really funny.
I also think that we should all. I was on a show. Matter of fact, at the cheese show last week.
Yep.
That I went to see Billy, and then they put me up.
A lot of cheese.
Perillo. Oh my God! I bought some cheese.
Did you?
Yes. This time I knew what I was getting into. It's pot.
Cheese is code word for pot.
Right. So he closed out the show, and one of the kind of I know I've talked to Keegan about it is that we should do a show where we all are introduced with Rocco as our middle name.
But don't tell
right.
Steve. Yeah,
right.
He really knows now.
Yeah, true.
He has this thing where he'll always try to get you to go up. He'll be, why don't you go up there and say, does anybody like to eat some ass? Anybody like eating ass? And the last time I saw this happen, Johnny McDonald was up before me.
Yeah.
And we were at McGuire's, and Johnny goes up there and says it. And I'm like, oh. Because what happens is then you go up there and you're like, leave it like if a joke doesn't go over, and you're like, oh, I guess this is more of the eating ass crowd, because
Right.
you're struggling for things to remain relevant with the crowd. And I think all of us mentioned
Tom Ballas at Drink Jokes and Storytelling. He thanks you for the advice because now he knows how to move up in a Google search.
Yes.
All you got to do is touch a kid
and get caught.
Right.
Well, actually, you just need to get caught, right? That's all.
Right. So you don't have to really do it.
Right.
Where's
So-
Chris Hansen?
Yeah. Right.
Oh no, I don't even mean no. It's just like don't live your lie anymore. Like let it out in the open.
But when you get caught, just make sure it's Andy Plagianos, 46 of Port Jeff, who by the way will be playing McGuire's next
Right.
Friday at 10. Was arrested.
That's when you mentioned 2019 Aragonis Comedy. Suffolk County
Right.
winner.
Yep.
Where he actually tied. Well, Claudia was at my show. I hosted for her show, and she hosted for mine. And we both brought each other up as the 2019 Aragonis Comedy winner.
As you
and
should.
didn't mention it at all that we had actually tied.
So you think the crowd, picked up on it, or?
No. Nobody gives a shit.
So, all right. So, what else you got planned now that you're back? All right, work, school. Like, what's the plan?
Yeah, college for sure.
Where are you going to college?
Community college, cheap.
Good, yeah.
Got the military to pay for it.
Yep, dude.
I got a job coming up soon. With I'm working with this autistic kid. It's pretty.
Well, like a ComHab worker or something?
Yeah, it's like a government job. I'm not really sure what it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
he's a really cool kid.
Very cool.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I know it's a weird thing to say, but it's a booming business because there's so many people on the spectrum, and the pay is pretty good.
Yeah, I don't care about the pay though.
Well, I mean, no, I get it, which is great, but
it's an add-on, but
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying that I need the money. You're not doing it for that reason, so it's commendable. But you should be compensated. It's not an easy. It's a very rewarding job in many ways, but it's not easy. Yep. So so it's good. That's great, and you get a lot of hours.
That's true. The thing is, like, the government has to do like a background check on me. I'm like, I already did this.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm really government's property,
Right.
I'm government's property.
Yeah.
Did you get any stories like who were your people that you wrote down to? Because they always ask you for like 2 or 3 people references. Have you spoken to any of those references since you've been back to ask them if they actually came by?
Oh, okay. Yes.
They did?
Yeah.
And
I put my coaches down.
no. You're not going to put down somebody who hates you.
Yeah,
like that's you got to put down people who are going to be like, dude's the coolest guy I know.
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not.
Now that you've done boot camp, now that you know exactly what it entails, if they said to you have to go back to boot camp next week, would you do it again?
Yeah, why not?
Really? Yeah, like now it's like once you've done it, it's not one of those things you're like, oh man, I couldn't do that again. It's the other way around. It's like, been there, done that. No problem.
Depends on the person, you know. But
well, I'm talking to you.
Oh.
That person's you.
Oh yeah, I would do it again.
Yeah.
You know, but just being a Marine is like such a small part of my life. You know, it's like so much more to me.
Right.
I don't want to make that like my whole persona. Like you'll
Right.
never see me wearing United States Marine and like civilians.
Dude, with the comedy stuff, you're gonna run into, and they get up there and they are decked out, and you're like,
oh, is that right? Really?
Yeah. On 9/11, I hosted a show for Evan at Greenwich.
No way.
On 9/11,
wow.
And I made sure I wore my old BDU blouse, so that I could get some credibility and whatever. Because as a host for hosting a show on 9/11 in New York City, it's like we were
in the Air Force.
Well, but I got up there and I was like, okay, let's address the 800-pound gorilla in the room. It's 9/11. It's sad. It's what it is. But we're here, and the only reason we're here is because you people are here. So it's your fault. Whatever bad feelings, it's all your fault for being here for a comedy show. But
all right, so
let's get some nuts in our mouth. Oh, it's not nuts, nuggets.
So earlier this week, if anybody you guys were watching earlier this week, Carol Miner called in. I think it was Monday. She called in, and apparently, which I never heard of it, but here we have 7-Eleven. Upstate, they have Stuart. What's it called? Stewart's.
Well, there's Stu Leonard's, but I think it's
isn't it just
Wegmans?
Oh yeah, there's Wegmans.
That's Wegmans.
In Jersey, they have Wawa. So down in Texas, they have Buc-ee's. So Carol was calling. That's where she is. She lives in Texas. She's my old friend from Hicksville, but she lives in Texas. They have Buc-ee's. And she said she wanted to send me some beaver nuggets, and I said, "Yes, Carol, I'll eat your beaver." And she said she wanted to send it in a box. And I said, "Well, send me your box, Carol, and we'll eat your
box
beaver."
Finally got
so
here.
Here's Carol's box. Here it is.
It's darker than I thought it was going to be.
But it's a nice box. It's a nice box.
It
I
is a
really
nice
enjoyed
box.
looking at this. At Carol's
It's
box.
obviously been through some stuff.
Right. Exactly. And then. It took a few minutes.
Wouldn't call it beaten up though.
No, definitely not beaten up. It took me a few minutes to open it and get into the box.
It's definitely clean.
What you got? Thick in that box? Was it thick in the box?
Well, she sent me all sorts of. Actually, she sent me a lot of stuff from Buc-ee's. She sent me, which I didn't bring, but she sent a hat. Actually, a few hats. She sent me a mug. But then she sent me food,
all made out of beaver.
Well, here it is. Here's the beaver nuggets. Here are the beaver nuggets.
Beaver nuggets.
Look, it says it right there. Beaver nuggets. It's in a sandwich bag, and that's what with her note here. She accidentally
Double
ripped the
sealed?
bag, so she put it in a sandwich bag. She put her beaver in a sandwich bag, so it'll be a nice fresh beaver.
Preserved beaver nuggets.
So here, I have strict orders from Sallie. Make sure I bring home some beaver nuggets because she wants to eat the beaver too. So
it's actually
definitely get video
I
of
have
that.
no idea.
Definitely
Yes,
get video
absolutely.
of that.
Carol also sent Buc-ee's Hill Country brand cherry maple beef jerky.
Not as salty as I thought they were going to be.
Really, yeah?
Is it good?
So here, you guys can try some beef jerky.
I hope this is made out of
Bohemian recipe garlic beef jerky.
Bohemian.
So you guys can pass that around.
Oh.
One of my favorite parts is that it came in this packing paper.
Whatever.
And then the two things I'm keeping for
there we go.
myself, for now anyway, unless I don't like them, I'll pass them around.
This This definitely smells like crotch.
She sent me milk chocolate caramel thing, and she sent me the Overbite milk chocolate and peanut butter. So I'm excited about that.
Thank God.
You got
That
it.
would've been super embarrassing.
You having trouble getting into the beaver? So everybody's eating some beaver nugget. The beaver nuggets are good.
Yeah. You like them?
Yeah, I like caramel. Caramel is one of my favorites.
Not really.
Oh, there's caramel in that?
Well, it's some sort of sweetness.
All right. Oh, look at this. A nice big milk chocolate chunk with caramel.
Well, this definitely tastes like a Bohemian guy that I met once.
So, yeah, it's good.
Are these the same? They're different
Yeah,
flavors?
they're different flavored jerkies.
Oh, the different flavors.
There's
Yeah.
cherry maple beef.
Cherry maple beef, and the other one was what? Bohemian what? Zach, hello?
Bohemian dude.
Bohemian garlic beef jerky.
I'm about to taste the milk chocolate caramel with sea salt. Nom, nom. Nom, nom,
Bon
nom,
appetit.
nom.
Very good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I still haven't tried this one.
Oh,
Yet,
all right.
In case you're not getting.
but that one.
What happened?
He can't concentrate
What
now
is
that
it,
he's had
guys?
Carol's beaver.
It's a mukbang.
Carol. Beaver.
Thank you, Carol, for sending us your box with beaver.
If you want.
I definitely prefer the Bohemian guy jerky. Jerking off Bohemian guys. Bohemian?
To each their own.
It's the island, right?
Carol says, "Oh, Andy, you know me so well," she says. This is good. I'm not sharing this one. Huh? I took it. The Bucky's milk chocolate caramel with
I
sea
prefer
salt.
that
was
one.
good.
Yeah. I'm still not sure which one I prefer.
She said it's like
Get that dry voice thing.
She said this is like a Cheetos with caramel instead of cheese. She said.
Yeah.
Yes, do you agree?
Yeah, I would say that's a appropriate description. I didn't think I was going to have to finish that thought. Thank you for nobody jump. Thanks, guys, for not fucking jumping in and helping me out.
Do we want to try the Bucky's Overbite milk chocolate and peanut butter? This I'll share with you guys.
Yes.
If you want. Yes.
Are they little? Oh
Look
my
at
god!
that.
No! This is a huge, stupid thing.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I'll share it. And I don't know what is that. Bucky? What is that?
Yes,
oh yeah,
that-
that's
yeah,
Bucky.
that's
Now I
Bucky.
see it. Okay. Nice big. See what's better than chocolate, peanut butter, and beaver?
Sex.
All right, so there's.
Are we just all
Yeah, you wanna
touching
pass-
this and passing it down?
Yeah,
Great.
Come on.
Here.
You guys are in the service. It could be worse. It looks like
Good?
real peanut butter too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Which is good because Reese's
You're not
doesn't. I
gonna-
don't know what they.
Thank you.
You're not having this one, Zach. You got a piece? You good? All right. Let me see this.
No, I like that.
Yeah, I like this. Because Reese's, I don't know what they do anymore. Like it's not real peanut butter in there.
No, it's great.
Really?
It's a weird chalky like.
Yeah, it's a weird chalky, dusty thing going on in there.
It's because all the crack cocaine.
Probably.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, this is good. Carol, you came through for us, Carol.
That's a good one, Carol.
Carol has a good beaver.
You could send us your box anytime. We'll treat it right. And get in there. It's a callback. It's a callback. I did it earlier. Nobody
Call
caught
back
it.
to the very beginning of the show. Full
Correct.
circle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I can't.
It's my
even
special
talk.
move during oral.
Oh.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just
All right.
enjoying this. This is
I'm
good.
enjoying the food too.
I don't know if I can like squeeze any more innuendo out of this.
I know. I've been riding this beaver wave all week.
Oh no, though, like it's what they should do is put peanut butter on the beaver, and then everybody can enjoy it, including the dogs.
Wait, what state is this from?
Texas.
Oh, really?
Texas.
Wow.
Oh my God, that was good stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you, Carol.
dangerous. Good thing we don't have a Bucky's here. I didn't even realize it was that Bucky's. like that it was like BUC-EE apostrophe S.
That Buc-ee's.
You know what, Carol? Go to next time if you could go to Luby's and get us a few chicken fried steaks. Send them up here. That'd be great.
Right. Hit yeah, and then hit an All-American. Get us some burgers.
Luby's, which is like
is that a real place?
Oh yeah. It's a chain of like. Were there any of you? No. It's and they're known for their chicken fried steak.
Okay.
The Luby's that we stopped on at going from San Antonio up to Wichita Falls, they like we stopped there, we had lunch, and then we went up. And the first newspaper, which was a few weeks later that I picked up, there was a huge mass shooting that happened at that Luby's.
Oh my goodness!
Like a few weeks after we were there.
Yeah.
And it was just like, whoa.
Is that your lunch?
He's young, yes.
Yeah, I know, he's down in a whole
He
bunch
can
of
do that.
You did like half that big.
3 pieces.
Oh.
Fine, I'll stop eating.
No, I'm just joking with you.
Yeah, this is, you're really doing some body dysmorphia kind of things.
Yeah, trust me, I have nothing to speak of. She says, anytime, Andy, you couldn't handle me.
I can handle all the chicken fried steak you can fit in your box.
So what's the over and under? I am not a fan of the nuggets, but Mike, her husband, and Zach, her son, love them. So
are we 2 out of 2 Zachs think they're good? Or just 1 out of 2?
For which one? The nuggets?
The nuggets.
I don't know. I didn't really like it.
Okay, so 1 out of 2.
You liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
You liked it?
1 out of 2 Zachs.
It's different.
No. Sorry, other Zach. Sorry.
What's with the hood today? Are you
He
going
didn't-
gangster? Like,
He didn't do his hair.
Oh, he didn't do it. He did. He woke up 5 minutes before we had to come here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Remember that? I was like, same way the other day too.
Yeah, it's his look.
Yeah.
It's his brand.
It's his brand.
You're stepping on his brand now.
Sorry, I don't mean to step on your brand.
Yeah, it's my brand. Don't step
Luby's
on it.
yuck.
I'll pull out full gangster on you and just.
That's a KRS-One.
Pop, pop, pop. So, all right. So, are we done?
I don't know.
12:30.
Yeah, it's usually.
I dropped so much PCP before this. I'm not even sure if I'm here.
Nick, thanks for hanging out today. Good to see you, pal.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Pleasure.
So he doesn't want to. I wanted to ask that quickly before we go, because he said he didn't want to be defined as a Marine.
No, I'm a Marine 24/7. It's just like.
Right, but then you said you guys were talking about you didn't want to like wear the shirt and that. Why not? What's wrong with a little?
It's It's a little bit of pandering. Like there are
all right,
times
but it's
where,
still something to be proud of, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can be proud of it and not throw it in people's faces.
Yeah.
Also.
All right, I'm sorry.
That's the
but
distinction
that's what I meant.
with the difference.
But that's
we're
what I meant.
talking
You
about.
could wear a shirt, and that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
necessarily
But
throwing
not
it
when
in
he's
somebody's face.
performing.
Not when he's performing.
No, like I would like I don't like to. That's why I said that. Yeah, there was the one time. There's appropriate times to do it.
All right, okay.
But there are dudes that I know that get up there and they've got Marine shirt, Marine pants.
Yeah, that would be
hat
overdoing
and
it.
everything,
Okay,
and they're like, "Oh, so I'm a Marine."
Are they Marines?
Yeah, and real
Marines do
Marines.
comedy, really?
Yeah, oh
That's
my
a-
God, yes.
That's a
There's
no-no too,
no.
right? They're not supposed to do that, right? Wear
No,
the
no, no.
uniforms outside like that.
It's not uniform. They're not wearing uniforms. They're just wearing the gear,
Oh,
like the
okay.
like
Like
USM.
merch.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
swag. How else are we going to explain
Mar-
this to you,
Marine
Tony?
swag.
Jesus, fucking.
Wait, how many Marine comedians do you know?
Well, I don't. It's not like I'm definitely not friends with them, but I was on a show. Evan will actually know because there's like 2 of them, 2 different shows that
They're
I
like
did for
retired
him.
though, right?
Yeah, or not retired. Like they just did their 4
Okay.
or whatever. But active Marines or reservists, I don't know if I've run into any of those. I haven't really run into any active, though. A friend of mine, Devin Giannini, who is at Navy
Okay.
boot camp at in the worst place in America. What's it called? The
Port Jefferson.
It's the best place in the world. No Hicksville.
Got you to say it.
Oh, now my mouth's bleeding. As I said it. Damn it. But Great Lakes, Minnesota.
Okay.
Oh.
I want to say that it's called. It's in Minnesota. It's in Michigan. Can't remember. Okay. But that's where their boot is, and he is a great comic. Just young guy, couldn't get things going here, and so he's going to be a corpsman. Matter of fact,
awesome.
so
That's
he
dope.
may end up being with the Marines. Yes. That's a possibility.
I like that.
Yeah, so I'm not saying he's.
But I know he'll do comedy when I know for sure because he's got it. He is a comic like.
Right.
How old is he?
I think he's 22 or 23 now.
Yeah, I agree. The gear is a bit much, but I'd rather see Nick show up with something on his shirt about it than like. To me, I hate when these comedians walk up there and with a hockey jersey, they don't have to be in a suit and tie like Chris Monty, for example. He usually wears a suit and he looks good, but at least dress up in something. Like if he wearing what he's wearing right now would be acceptable with something, a shirt that says Marine Corps or something underneath it.
I think completely. This right here, this is sort of the vibe that I go for.
Right,
which
right.
is just like kind of a relaxed, but I am clean.
But if that shirt, the T-shirt, if that said Marine Corps, that would be okay, right?
It would be okay,
Yeah.
but like
I think that would be cool. Personally, I would.
I don't know if you want.
I'd want to cheer him because he's a hero.
Right, but he's the artist going up there. Whether or not that's what he wants,
right?
To push you in that direction or whatever, like that's because, like he said, you don't want to be defined by it.
Right,
when I got home, everybody called me Air Force Andy. Like all these people, these new people I was meeting, because they didn't know me. The only thing they knew about me was that I had just come out of the Air Force, so they all called me Air Force Andy, and I'm like, all right, when's this going to be fucking over? Like, because I told everybody when 9/11 happened, and we knew we were going to be, our unit was going to be going over. We were looking at a map, and it's like, where do you think we're going to go? And I was like, I want to go to Abu Dhabi. And they're like, why? I'm like, because I want a really cool nickname like Abu Dhabi Andy. We were going around for a while, Abu Dhabi Andy. It's just fun to say.
Yeah.
And we had a first sergeant with a side lisp. Abu Dhabi Andy. Like I think it would have fucked him up.
Yeah.
Like,
and where is Air Force boot camp?
it's at Lackland Air Force Base, right at, or it's now called, I think, Joint Force, because it's like Kelly Air Force Base, Lackland Air Force Base. It's like 3 or 4 bases that were all right there, which is like the most World War II greatest generation shit you've ever heard. Like, why do you have 4 bases bordering each other?
So like where is it?
San Antonio, just outside of San Antonio.
In Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Good times.
Awesome.
That's why we go to the River Walk, the Alamo,
on
our town pass day. My dad always likes to tell, I took my town pass day, and I went into a bar, and they weren't allowed to serve us regular beer. They had to give us the 3-2 beer. We called it 3-2 or 2-3, whatever.
What's
like
that?
That's the alcohol content.
2.3
or 3.2, whatever the hell it is. I was like, that's the only beer I could get. And it's like, it's your fucking town pass day and you're interested in getting beer? Yeah, I see birth defects in my future.
It does explain a lot, actually.
Yeah.
All right, we're out. Thanks again, Nick.
Thank you.
So, and you're going to college, but you're staying home. You're going to be around.
Yeah, sadly. I'm trying to get deployed, though. I'm trying to go to, like, some cool place, like Bahrain or some Middle East country.
You just want to go kill somebody?
Go somewhere interesting.
I just want to get away, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. And Zach, next time, give somebody else a chance to talk.
I'll try not to hog the mic.
So, yep. Thanks, Nick. Hope to see you again. Thanks, Zach. Hope to see you again.
Never. Wow. I think you just saw a father and son break up.
No, I didn't mean it that way. I meant I was being sarcastic, meaning like I'm going to be with him for the rest of the day.
It's not you, Zach. It's me.
Bring your son to work day.
And thank you, pal, of course.
Thank you.
And that's it. We're out of here. Everybody have a great weekend. Tonight, Don Sill, top 5s at 8 o'clock.
Don't forget to check that out. Top 5 Saturday morning cartoons is the topic tonight.
Nice. This is tonight's one. Okay, cool. I can't wait to see that.
That's tonight. There is no live from Governor's Green Room tomorrow night. There is no Christy Miller on Sunday. She's taking a break from Govs.
Okay.
It's too much work. It's a lot of work putting those videos together. So then, so top 5 tonight at 8 o'clock, and then Sallie and I will be back here on Monday. Our pal John Dorsick will be here again. He's going to hang out with us again on Monday.
Cool.
So we're looking forward to that. Lisa Malazzo.
know.
What the hell? I know her by her maiden name. Hang on. I want to get it right.
So, like, you know her?
She's one of my oldest friends.
I grabbed her by her maiden name.
Malazzi. Lisa Malazzi will be with us on Tuesday for Tuesday Trivia.
I think that's the first one you said.
I do. Yes, I was right. Yes, let's go with that. So we've got all sorts of cool stuff happening here. Everybody have a great weekend. Hope you survive the snow. It's going to be in the 40s and raining by Tuesday. It'll be an inconvenience for like a day. Everybody shut up.
So?
Yes.
Dude, that's...
I hope so.
It's snowing on a Saturday. Nobody has to do anything on a Saturday, so just stay home and watch movies.
So many idiots who go out
right
in these storms.
Exactly, they're idiots. So just stay in. You don't have to rush anywhere. You're not going to work or school, so just relax. Hopefully it's not too much snow, so you can come here and see Chris. But if you're home, watch Chris on TV and shovel. Then you're off on Sunday. You can relax. And then Monday, it's going to be in the high 30s, early 40s on Monday rather. So it's going to start to melt. Tuesday, rain all day in the 40s, and then Wednesday, Thursday are in the 50s. So this snow is going to be one day of a hassle. Big deal.
I didn't realize we were going down a fucking forecast.
There's your 5-day forecast right there.
Tony the weather guy.
That's right.
Here it comes radio.
Well, I didn't
podcast.
But I didn't do the probables of the
probabilities.
The probabilities.
I hate probability.
Everybody have a great weekend.
It's my Tony Walker impression.
We don't like probability. Why does your probability happen? See you later. Suck it.